Hey guys, it's Emily. Welcome everyone. You thought I was through Route 66 in my summer 2020 road trip series? Think again. Here's the start of my fall 2020 series where I get on a plane to get back to Route 66. This was my first trip on a plane since the coronavirus pandemic started. We took a Wednesday night flight from Atlanta to Dallas Love Airport. Looks like people are starting to get a little more comfortable traveling. Our flight was actually about 60% full. From Dallas, we drove to Wichita Falls to spend the night. Then the following morning, we drove to Shamrock, then to West Glenrio, and back to Shamrock. All in one day. Yeah. Pretty crazy. The goal for this Route 66 trip was to see places we really liked once again, but also to see a few places we missed last time, and in a couple of cases, see things that look pretty cool at night. You'll see what I mean. Much of the drive is on 75-mile-per-hour roads, not just on 4-lane roads, but also on 2-lane roads. Only in Texas can you drive 75 miles per hour on 2-lane roads. We wouldn't mind a 75-mile-per-hour speed limits back in Georgia. Only 22 miles to Shamrock. We finally arrive in the town of Shamrock, a classic Route 66 stop. And definitely one in Shamrock, a must visit is the U-Drop Inn. You might recognize this building from the movie Cars. It's the inspiration for Ramon's House of Body Art. This time the visitor center. Let's check it out.
Of course, me and him, it was Apollo 11, because I grew up in space kids. I guess every one of us has our favorite.
Smith's class is failing me right now.
Gotta put my pin on this map. Lots of people from my area have visited here.
Perfect. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
Be careful. Thank you.
Here's the restored diner. They don't serve food here anymore, but this shows you what the diner looked like several decades ago. Here's the booth where Elvis Presley sat while he was touring in the area. They have the photos to prove it. This ATM across the street has the same decoration as the U-Drop Inn. We're paying a visit to the Blarney Stone, located in the heart of downtown Shamrock. Kiss the Blarney Stone? I don't think so. This is what they call the true Blarney Stone, since this actually came from the ruins of Blarney Castle. Also in Shamrock is what they call the false Blarney Stone. A couple of blocks away near this green gazebo is another Blarney Stone. I'm not sure I want to kiss this one either, so I'll take my chances not getting any good luck. Near the water tower in Shamrock is the Tower Plaza. This beautiful long painted mural is here welcoming visitors to Shamrock. Even the fire hydrants are green. We missed a few things last time. Glad we got to see them this time. Our final daytime stop in this town is a restored Magnolia service station. Now heading west and about a half an hour away is the town of McLean. We wanted to take a look at the barbed wire museum, but unfortunately due to COVID, the museum is closed until further notice. I never knew there was so much to learn about barbed wire. But I did learn a fun fact. The barbed wire museum was once a clothing factory, where they made bras. That's quite a change from bras to barbed wire. Check out this Phillips 66 service station, built in 1928. This is actually the first Phillips 66 gas station in the state of Texas. The Phillips gas stations at the time were called doll houses because of the small cottage-style design. This hotel dates back to the 1950s and is considered a classic Regency 6 hotel. It was called the West Wind Motel. In the 1960s, the owners sold the hotel, and since then it has been called the Cactus Inn Motel. This looks like it used to be a fairly large gas station, what was considered a big gas station several decades ago. Not far from there is the ghost town of Alanreed. This is the old 66 Super Service Station, a Texaco station built in 1930. There's been some renovation of this gas station, but it still has a ways to go. A little bit down the road is another old gas station and restaurant. Looks like it has been abandoned for quite some time. You can barely make out the word cafe right there. We've been here around 30 minutes, and we are the only car on this road. Now continuing to head west toward our next stop, where we've been before but missed a couple of things. La 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 pampa. Our next stop is the town of Groom. Notice in the distance the tilted water tower that we saw on our last trip. We've now returned to the large Groom cross. Last time we missed this Last Supper sculpture. This sculpture of the traitor Judas Iscariot is interesting. Looks like he's ready to bribe someone. Also, we didn't climb these steps to see the crucifixes. behind the crucifixes is the representation of Jesus' tomb. What's weird is people like to lay on the part of the tomb where Jesus' body was laid. Because of that, this area smells of disinfectant to prevent the spread of COVID. Next up is a return visit to the Slug Bug Ranch in the town of Conway. We were here last time. This is the lesser visited location where instead of Cadillacs, there are a series of VW Beetles half buried in the ground, and people not only spray paint those, but the abandoned motel, restaurant, and gas station. Now a slight detour off Route 66 just south of Amarillo is yet another series of vehicles half buried in the ground. Welcome to Combine City. This is an homage to Cadillac Ranch but with 14 combines. Unlike Cadillac Ranch and Slug Bug Ranch, you don't get to spray paint these, and you're not even allowed to enter the property. But just like Cadillac Ranch and Slug Bug Ranch, they are buried at an angle, front side up and rear side buried. Continuing west on I-40 is the town that we skipped completely on our last trip, the town of Vega. This is the Magnolia service station, restored not too long ago. This is also the visitor center and also a small museum. This is also the location for the Vega Chamber of Commerce. The service station opened in 1924 and was restored in 2004. Behind the building is this arrow. This is one of the many signal arrows in North Texas. The arrows commemorate Comanche Chief Quanah Parker. Taking a peek inside the Magnolia Station, some of the historical artifacts inside. Now taking a look at the nearby downtown area, we see Vega is the home of the Longhorns. Check out this little piggy in front of the bakery. We also stopped at the Rooster's restaurant to take a picture of the rooster. For the life of me, I don't know why. It was on our list of things to see, so here it is. Not far down the road is the town of Adrian. This is the midpoint of Route 66. We were here 3 months ago, but we missed a few things, so we're back to check those places out. Adrian is home of the Matadors. Stopping at this abandoned Phillips 66 gas station. It was called the Bent Door Midway Station. Check out this door. How do you open and close it? These look like the original gas pump. Looks like an old service bay where mechanics work on your car. What exactly is a crock of gin? This looks like the old Phillips 66 station building. Maybe they'll restore it soon. And now we're back at the precise midpoint of Route 66. Last time we missed the Sunflower Station next door to the Midpoint Cafe. In front of the building is this truck where you can sign your name. What up? Nearby is the fabulous 40 Motel, with this patriotic Route 66 truck in front. And this weird looking man in the front seat. We've reached the Texas-New Mexico line at the ghost town of Glenrio. It's like deja vu all over again. You can see the pavement color change marks the state line as we briefly go into New Mexico. In late September due to COVID, if you came in from out of state, you have to quarantine yourself when you enter New Mexico until you leave. So we'll just be here for about 30 minutes, and Glenrio is pretty much a ghost town with a population of only just 2 people. We'll be in New Mexico side for about 5 minutes. This is an old gas station just inside the New Mexico state line, pretty much abandoned when I-40 was built. This was the sideline bar, also abandoned when Interstate was finished. This is the former Glenrio, New Mexico post office. Not sure what this building was used for. It's a little bit off old Route 66. This looks like the foundation of an old building that was torn down. That yellow sign in the distance is where I-40 crosses the state line. This is a good view of where the state line is. The darker pavement is in Texas. The state line marker is just off the road. Now on the Texas side, this is an old abandoned motel. This is a cafe that was in front of that motel. The sign said first in Texas for travelers heading east into Texas. The sign said last in Texas when heading west into New Mexico. The left building is an old cafe, the right building is an old gas station. I think this is where the 2 residents lived. Lots of no trespassing signs here. Now heading back east. It's almost 180 miles to get back to Shamrock, and it is almost dinner time right now. But before the sun goes down, we have a couple of stops to make. First up, at about 60 miles east of Glenrio, a return visit to Cadillac Ranch. A couple of miles east of there, a return visit to see this muffler man decorated as the Second Amendment cowboy. Across the interstate from the cowboy is this peculiar sign for Bates Motel. Each room with a shower, knife sharpened, look for a sign. The other side reads each room with a shower, taxidermy ahead.
No, thank you. Moving on.
The sun is about to go down and we are hungry. We are back in Amarillo at the Big Texan Steak Ranch. Dad is getting his 21-ounce steak. He enjoyed it last time, and $27 for that size steak is a really good deal. There it is, with 2 servings of the green chili cream corn. And gone. Maybe a little piece of gristle, but Dada took care of that steak once again. Now it's nighttime, and we're about 90 minutes away from Shamrock. There's one really awesome reason we are heading back to Shamrock at nighttime. Check out this beautiful green neon with a red neon accent. Absolutely beautiful. Even that ATM across the street has neon. And that's it for day 1 of our quick fall 2020 road trip. We probably covered about 500 miles on this day. It was a very, very long day. There are just 3 more days left in this road trip. Looking forward to showing you those days. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Bye!